Here in the UK, faith is an important aspect of many people's lives. Often, it contributes to our cultural identity and connects us with others in our community. For many, faith is something we are born into and grow up with, and we go on to introduce our children to the beliefs and values we hold ourselves. Faith can play a fundamental role in the way we raise our children. It helps to set the boundaries for how we conduct our lives and can shape the way we respect, interact with, and care for others. Every day, many children participate in faith-based activities, from worship and education classes through to sports and recreational activities. We trust organisers and faith leaders to look after children and ensure they are safe in their care. Children trust leaders too, sometimes seeing leaders as an extension to their family. So it's important that faith groups have the right training, skills and education to safeguard the children they are working with.
I'd like to think that anybody who's a practising Buddhist, following the first precept of non-harm to other living beings, could be relied upon to be taking really good care of anybody else in their care. But I'm well aware in the world that just because someone's practising a certain faith doesn't mean you can depend upon them to behave well.
Parents often say to me, this is one of the few places where you can let your children run around and know that they're going to be safe and fine. But, that's not by accident. That's done with some training, with some thought, with some intentionality.
Madrasas, mosques have put in a lot of work, especially over the last 10 years, in improving standards and understanding their role and responsibility when it comes to keeping children safe and ensuring that those that are working with young children in their organisations understand their responsibility and their role.
Safety is a real priority, especially when we're talking about so many children with different age groups. Safety measures have to be put in place, and we take great care to do that, and there are systems and processes in place so that all aspects are covered.
Safeguarding children in your faith is about making sure that everyone that works or volunteers with children knows what is expected of them to help keep children safe from harm. It's about setting standards and introducing policies and procedures that everyone should work to.
I think it is absolutely crucial that the children are safe when they're with us. When I started the choir, I knew nothing about official child protection, but I very quickly saw this was something I had to learn about and take very seriously indeed.
Members from our church are from different countries, from different cultural backgrounds, and the church understands the need to educate the individuals that will be supporting the young people and the children, the need to know about safeguarding in United Kingdom.
Wherever you go, all children should be made to feel safe. All staff, volunteers, students, work experience, we have to follow the guidelines of what's expected of us from our policies and procedures. We've got safeguarding, child protection, whistleblowing. We have all the policies in place, and we're all expected to follow them guidelines.
There is enough volunteers so that the child to volunteer ratio is maintained. All volunteers are people that are DBS checked. We make sure of that. All volunteers have an induction day. We have medical lead volunteers who look after children with medical problems, if there is a small injury, if they've got nut allergies, etc. And there is a strict attendance register that is followed. So if one particular child is missing from a lecture, we know that.
We have a register when they arrive. We tick them off when they arrive. We have someone standing at the door to tick them off as they leave, so we're sure that they leave the church. This is a big church with nooks and crannies. It would be so easy to have a child locked in there. We get permission from parents for them to go on trips, to have their photos taken, and we also collect child information, details of parents, details of their doctors, their schools, and I have regular meetings with the church's child protection officer just to make sure that we're doing things okay.
I know sometimes a child will come here where things have been difficult in other parts of their life, but this feels like a place of safety. So we know for that to work, we clergy have to be trained in how to keep our children safe. Our youth leaders need to be. We have lots and lots and lots of volunteers who are here. They also need to understand about what helps a child to feel safe. But also, we have to have an atmosphere where other adults who may simply be in the building for whatever purpose understand where there are boundaries and what's appropriate, and people look out for each other.
The madrasas now have safer recruitment in place. They make sure that every person coming through that door is the right person to work with young children. They ensure that these people understand how they conduct themselves with young children, how they work with young children, and at the same time, due to the large number of children attending these activities, they want to make sure that if there's any issues, that those people working with these children know how to correctly make the right referrals and know who to speak to and seek advice from.
Making your organisation a safer place for children will also make it a better place for everyone.
Rather than trying to react to things as they happen, the more we can have in place beforehand, and the more people know what they need to do, the better it is and the calmer it is.
Whatever safeguarding that we have here has as its aim ensuring that we can be a multi-generational community that can do things together and to set up an atmosphere where that feels right and safe.